And aloha! Welcome to the first intermission. It is 1-0 St. Louis. And you know what? That line that Ruby put out there thinking that they were going to collect has a shooter, a passer, and a guy that goes to the front of the net. And that's exactly what happened during that play. Tarasenko took a shot. Pardon me. Thomas got in there, passed it to Todd, who was at the front of the net, and lo and behold, we got a goal. That's right. So I sent a thing to Ashley, and you know what? Why don't we just go ahead and do this right here, right now? Let's check out that beautiful goal by the St. Louis Blues. Yes, I said it. This is a beautiful, beautiful goal by the St. Louis Blues.
People are very passionate about it.
Thomas in with Tarasenko. Shoots it. Kakin in the save.
Ooh,
rebound aside. He scores! A great backhand pass from Robert Thomas. Onto the table, Brandon Saad from the rebound. And 16 minutes into the period, a Blue strike first. 1-0 St. Louis Blues.
Like I said, Brandon Saad can have whatever number he wants. That's absolutely fine. Go Blues.
I forgot the press box. We're not supposed to clap.
No,
I got to remember that.
No. We're in a booth. Well,
Yeah.
you can clap here.
All right,
this
good.
is okay.
Good. I just want to be a pro, Kerps.
Listen, you're a fan. You got to stay a fan.
What a pass.
Yeah, that was amazing. That was nice.
The shot from Tarasenko was saved by Kakin. Thomas picked it up.
People are very passionate about it.
Thomas in with Tarasenko. Shoots it. Kakin in the save.
Ooh,
Rebound
what a
aside.
Well, there you go. That was the goal that the Blues got. It was, actually, I mean, you look at it, that was an amazing pass by Thomas. Husso has been, I mean, from hearing it, pretty good in net. Again, that site that I put out is apparently not showing the game. So there's nothing we can do about it. We just got to listen to it on the radio. And Jeff Burton from the Riz Show had made a statement, and it was pretty good. It says every time that Colton Parayko takes a wrist shot, they should take $100 away from him and give him $500 for every slap shot. You know what? If that'll make him take slap shots, absolutely. But, that guy's too nice to take the slap shots. Hey, how you doing? Welcome back to the BlueNote Fan Report. I am Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, and this is your show. So let me welcome in the great, the beautiful, the amazing Miss Ashley Jones.
Hey.
Hey, Ashley. So did you get to watch that, or did you have to listen to it?
Yes, I did get to watch it. It was really great to see Joshua. Joshua was really doing well out there.
Yeah, Joshua sounds like he's ready to step up. That he got that taste of coffee. He got that cup of coffee last season, and he wants the whole damn pot.
I think he'd be a good choice to, be on our fourth line.
I'm with you there. I really do. What about the line of Saad, Tarasenko, and Thomas? What a pass by Thomas, huh?
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, I'm not really surprised. Thomas has always been an amazing passer.
Well, the thing with Thomas is now that Sanford is gone, the light is going to shine on him.
Exactly.
Instead of on Sanford, because it shined on Sanford in such a negative way. You didn't get to see what he was doing, right?
Exactly.
In a lot of ways, you did not get to see what he was doing. I'm impressed. I got to say, I know this is preseason, and I know that you don't expect a lot of shots. I know that there's issues with, you guys are getting into game speed, but this was not bad. First of all, Husso, who did not play well last year, has taken 8 or 9 shots and been done admirably. You got to see it? So did he have any really good saves, or were they all pedestrian?
I mean, I don't think he was challenged that strongly. I mean, there was a power play that, there was a couple of shots, but overall, I don't feel like he's been challenged, but I'm impressed that he didn't let in the first goal.
Yeah. So, got a couple questions here. They ask why they're not broadcasting game. A lot of preseason games don't get broadcast. There's nothing I can do about it, Brad Pond. It's on ballysports.com or the app. Yes, but you have to be in the St. Louis period to get it. That's the only way you can get it. So this one isn't there. Otherwise, you're just the only way you're watching this is in the St. Louis area on either the app or on Bally Sports Midwest. Plain and simple. Nothing I can do about it, right?
No, unfortunately, that's sometimes how it goes. I'm
Yeah.
lucky that my parents let me know all their stuff so I can log into on their account for Bally.
Oh, see, there you go. I need to secretly figure out how to do that on my end.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at the so I might have some sponsorships going, and one of them is going to be from the JP Fields restaurant, and
that would be awesome.
this is the this is the Geyer Inn, or pardon me, I got like 4 different things running in my head. This is the JP Fields full meal deal, and we're going to go over the stats. We're going to jump on the stats for JP Fields. So let's take a look at the stats for this game. Shots were 10-5 for Minnesota. Power plays 0 for 1. You know, that was actually not okay. You got to understand that they're going to be calling cross-checking and slashing this season. The league put out a video of what they said was cross-checking, and every one of them was blatant cross-checking. It should have been called anyways. But they're gonna get more into it, especially around the boards and in the front of the net. Face-off percentage. This is something huge. St. Louis 70%, 69-31. Really good. Block shots. This one I like. 4 for St. Louis, 2 for Minnesota. And the hits were 5-4. St. Louis had 1 takeaway. Neither team had any giveaways. So based on those stats, Ashley, what are your impressions?
I feel like we're seeing a lot of the young players, and yeah, Minnesota got a few more shots in, but I think that around the boards, the Blues are playing a lot stronger than I expected with the young guys.
Yeah, no, this is one of them things where you're going out. So I've had a bad taste in my mouth for this season. I've got to be honest. And this is helping quell that taste a little bit. Right?
Yeah.
And you and me have talked a little bit offline about why I have that bad taste and the things that I see. But what I like right now is, and I seen it on Twitter, just before they played the anthem, some guy in the stands yells, "Go get him, Vladdy." Exactly what I expected, right? This fan base was not going to be as negative towards him as everybody thought.
No.
You know, I know there's going to be some negativity towards him, but I had a feeling that this fan base wasn't going to take the negative press to heart the way it seems on social media. And to me, that's exactly what happened.
On social media, you get all kinds of keyboard warriors, but whenever, they're out in public, they don't say the same thing.
Yeah, I get it. Like I said, I had a private, I'd say 5-minute conversation with Vladdy while I was in St. Louis. And I'm not going to say what that conversation was, but I walked away from that conversation going, this guy's staying in St. Louis.
Yeah.
Right? The things that he said to me told me he was staying in St. Louis. And also, I mean, I've had some text conversations with him via Instagram. So there's some contact there, and that's actually pretty good. This guy believes in this city. He believes in this team, and he believes in what the note stands for. And I've said that from the beginning. I'm not trying to be up on my high horse or pat myself on the back, but I knew from the get-go something wasn't right with that trade request.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it could have been a push of his new agent, or, his feelings were hurt. 2 bad surgeries. It took a 3rd one to get it right. Yeah. But I think that if he would have, just tried to talk about it instead of requesting a trade, he might have had a little less backlash. Yeah,
well, first of all, I think so it was Jeremy Rutherford that released this about broke the story. Mm-hmm. And Rutherford has a lot of contacts. He's been doing this for a very long time. And it's quite possible that he pieced some stuff together. However, I don't think so in this case. I think that this got leaked from the Blues, and I've said that from the get-go.
Oh, yeah.
I said that from the get-go because every time there was something positive out, something negative came out, and it usually came out right behind it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, right behind it. So I think that maybe some reverse psychology here, that by the Blues keeping this negative, it drove the price down to where they couldn't trade him or wouldn't trade him, and it's forced him in some ways to come back and play. And he turned the tables on him by going, I'm not disgruntled. I'm here to play. That's my job. That's the only thing I know how to do. I was impressed. I'm sorry. I heard one guy out there who is a hater sit there and say, oh, that doesn't sound like a person who wants to be in here in my eyes. That's not what I heard.
No, I didn't hear that either.
Right? I absolutely heard. And not only that, the fact, everyone said, oh, the locker room is going to be so bad. And I had some, now we don't know the locker room, and I understand this, but I had some alumni tell me that they thought it would be an issue in the locker room, but it sure doesn't seem like it is.
Oh, no.
Right? If there was an issue in the locker room, that play between him, Thomas, and Saad doesn't happen. Right?
But, I mean, I got to play devil's advocate.
Okay.
Saad wasn't on the team last year.
Yeah.
And Thomas was injured quite a bit through the season. So it might not be that they're that emotional about it. They're not that invested.
That's possible. However, Saad is coming from Colorado, the President's Trophy winning team that had a pretty tight locker room. So for him to come in to a disgruntled locker room would be a hard thing for him to deal with.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't think that this locker room thing, I don't think there's nothing to it at all.
I don't think it's an issue either, but I'm just saying the other side of the coin is it's not everybody right now.
Yeah, and it's not. And we're going to see, especially as we get towards games 7 and 8, right? Yeah. We have 8 preseason games. So game 7 and 8 is when you're going to have your lineup, right? That's going to be your full-on lineup. Game 8 is usually a throwaway game. So 6 and 7. Right? 8 might be a throwaway, but 6 and 7, that's where you're going to have your lineup, and they're going to go out there and they're going to show you what they've got to give. So you got to keep me aware of where the game is at so I can don't hold people up, because I'm not getting it. I'm sorry that the streaming app that I'm using just is not showing it. They're only showing the other game. There's nothing I can do about it. Right, it is what it is.
Intermission. I'm just trying to stay out of the living room so that I don't have interruption.
Oh yeah. No issue. Just trying to keep eyes on what's going on in the game. And remember, guys, this is your show too, so we want to hear from you. We want to hear what you think about what you're seeing. I want to see more of what we saw in that period. I want to see the Blues. I want to see more shots. I do want to see more shots.
Of course.
But I also want to see a little bit more physicality around the net. And that's what we were told we were going to get this year. Let's see it, because I don't think we've seen it yet.
Yeah. I think that some of them might be afraid with the stricter cross-checking rules, though.
Yeah, no, that's going to be that cross-checking rule. I'm waiting to see that. I'm waiting to see that. Jason Nichols says, I just want to see it. Laughing my ass. But yeah, I get it, bud. I want to see it too. You think if Petro was here, it would have been. I think Ryan was able to talk it down inside the dressing room. And Chris, I'm going to give you one of these because I think you hit it dead on the nail. Right? I think Ryan's leadership is a little bit different than what Petro's is, and Petro dealt with the locker room issue, that this split in the locker room between him and Steen a lot, until it was quelled by the coach. So I think O'Reilly, who's seen that, just stopped it right off the get-go. I have a feeling that the first day in training camp, O'Reilly was there, Tarasenko was there. O'Reilly went right up to him, gave him a big old freaking bear hug, and said, hey, man, glad to have you here. Let's go play some hockey and win a cup. And I have to agree. That ended it right there. And I'll tell you what, when I saw him at practice, there was nothing there that made me think there was an issue. Nothing, right? He was getting around the puck. He was getting past the puck. Everybody, even though it was non-structured, they know how to play the game, and that's what they were doing. They were doing the drills to play the game, and he was into it just like everybody else. Oh, you're being told to be the do, right? So I'm impressed. I'm impressed with the way this turned out. And hey, guys, like I said earlier, this is a do or die for the fan report. Either we start showing some growth, or it's going to go away. You know, and I mean that. So and it's not that I'm not chastising anybody. I'm just letting you know that's a fact of life. I think Ashley understands it. You know what it takes for me to put on one of these shows.
Oh yeah,
right?
it's a lot of effort.
You seen what it took at Don Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Don Brown, and actually E's here. Don Brown took me 3 hours to set up. And that was after a pre-setup the day before. You know, I just don't, throw everything. You just walk into my studio and go, oh, here we go. There's a lot of writing. There's a lot of studying. There's a lot of film watching. There's a lot that goes into watching the show. And I just lost Ashley. She probably dropped out. She'll come right back. And I want everybody to understand that in order for me to continue doing this, the show's got to grow. And the reason the show's got to grow, because the show grows, I bring in a sponsor. And if I bring in a sponsor, then it makes it easier on me to spend more time doing this. I have to, that's all there it is. So here we go. We got Ashley back. Hey, Ashley.
Hey, sorry.
Oh, no problem. Now, there is a possibility. I do have one sponsor in the works, and I'm going to start, and I know that we're just in the beginning talks, but I'm going to start talking about this a little bit. And because I want people to start going to them and going to their site and letting them know that you're appreciative that they're wanting to work with us, and that's Rally House, right? Rally House invited me to do the show with Gary Unger. Well, they invited me to do a show, and I got Gary Unger and Mike Zook to come with me. Actually, I had 2 other Blues alumni that were willing to go if needed, right? So that tells you something that, I mean, the guys really do enjoy this stuff. And we had a really good show at the one out in O'Fallon. I think, yeah, O'Fallon, a brand new store. You know, they had a guy, this is why, even though I sit there and say this.
Game starting.
Okay, game start. We'll talk about it at the second intermission. Love y'all. This is Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, saying aloha, mahalo, and I'll see you at the second intermission. Aloha!